the 8 a.m. podcast, presented by Train the Teacher.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling something, well, it's not just timely, it feels absolutely critical.
It really does.
Especially for anyone using, artificial intelligence tools, which is pretty much everyone now, right?
Seems like it. They're evolving so fast, changing how we work, how we create.
The power is undeniable. Drafting reports, making images, it's amazing stuff.
Look.
Exactly, there's the but. The often overlooked part, digital security, data privacy.
The essential flip side, as you said.
And you really need to be informed about it. Okay, so let's unpack this. AI can do so much, we know that. But the real question is shifting to what we shouldn't ask it to do, particularly with our personal data or company data.
Yes.
So, our mission today, arm you with a really clear, actionable guide, the absolute never shares for AI.
And just as importantly, what you should do instead.
Right. Think of this as your shortcut to keeping your sensitive info safe in this new AI world.
And it's vital because, well, the default for many AI models is just to process what you give them.
Just takes it in.
Takes it in, sometimes retains it, uses it for training.
And that has implications, obviously.
Big ones. For privacy, for security. So understanding how these things work, that's really the key to using AI safely. It highlights why every interaction matters.
That's a really important point. So before we get into the specific don'ts, maybe lay out the fundamental risk. Why is this conversation even necessary?
Yeah, good question. What's actually happening when you share info with an AI?
Right. How is it different from, say, filling out a form on a regular website?
It's fundamentally different. The core issue, the real heart of the concern, is that anything you input, text, code, data, whatever, could potentially be stored.
Okay.
And not just stored, but processed deeply by the AI model itself.
Meaning it learns from it.
Exactly. It can be used to train future versions of the model. Or, this is a big one, it can be unintentionally
Leaked. Wow.
Yeah, and this isn't like a temporary glitch. It creates what we call a permanent security risk.
Permanent. Why permanent?
Because once a complex AI has processed and learned from data, truly erasing it is incredibly hard. The patterns might stick inside the model.
Even if they say they delete the input?
Potentially, yes. Or backups might exist, caches. It creates this long-term vulnerability. If sensitive data gets out or used in ways you never agreed to, the fallout can last.
Okay, that clarifies it. It's not just the moment of input, it's the echo.
The persistence, precisely. The deep integration into the model.
Got it. So let's get practical. Those cardinal rules, the absolute never shares. First one up, and this feels urgent.
It should.
Anything that unlocks your digital life, your keys.
Digital keys, exactly.
You're talking passwords, obviously, but also those one-time codes, OTPs, that pop up on your phone.
Right.
And other secret keys, too, like API tokens, things developers use.
Yes, API keys, encryption keys, any kind of authentication token that grants access, they're literally the keys to your kingdom.
And why is sharing these with an AI so bad?
Well, the reason is stark, really. If these credentials leak, it's a permanent security risk, full stop.
Because once they're out, they're out.
Exactly. They can grant ongoing, unauthorized access to your accounts, your systems, your entire digital footprint. It's not like other info that might become outdated. Access is access.
And connecting this to general good practice, cyber hygiene.
This is ground zero. Rule number one, especially things like foundational secret keys, exposing one, isn't just a data breach, it's a fundamental compromise. And an AI might just store that indefinitely in its training data.
So the alternative is crystal clear.
Don't do it.
Never, ever type these into an AI prompt. Use a proper password manager.
Yes, dedicated tools built for this, with strong encryption.
Or just use the official login process for whatever service you're accessing, the secure way.
The secure authentication flows provided by the service itself. Don't try to shortcut security with an AI. It bypasses all the protections.
Okay. Rule one, protect your digital keys. Makes sense. Now let's shift from digital access to something even more core, your identity.
Rule number two, and the stakes get incredibly high here.
Yeah, we're talking full government ID details.
Yes, things like your Aadhaar number, passport number, PAN, social security number.
Unique numbers that legally identify you.
And what's fascinating, or maybe deeply concerning, is how powerful these identifiers are and why AI makes exposing them even more dangerous. It's not just basic identity theft anymore.
How so?
Because AI is brilliant at connecting dots. Give it a partial ID, maybe an email, a location. It can potentially build a scary complete profile, which is gold for criminals doing deepfake scams, targeted phishing, long-term fraud.
So even bits and pieces are risky.
Absolutely. Once processed by a powerful AI, even partial details can be pieced together, leading to really complex, long-lasting problems. Financial ruin, potentially.
And the bottom line is?
An AI prompt is never, ever a secure channel for this kind of data, period.
So what do you do instead if you have to share some ID info?
Be incredibly cautious. If possible, redact information, black out digits.
Like only sharing the last 4 digits if that's really all they need.
Exactly. Share the absolute minimum required. And critically, only do it over genuinely secure, verified channels. Channels that authenticate you properly and encrypt the data.
Got it. Never in a general AI chat.
Never.
Okay. Moving on, let's talk money. Rule number 3, immediate financial risk.
Yep, this one's about your wallet, essentially. But it can lead to bigger issues, too.
What are we talking about specifically?
Your bank account numbers, your full credit or debit card numbers.
And that little CVV code on the back.
The crucial CVV, yes. Card verification value.
And the risk here is, well, obvious.
It's direct financial theft. Plain and simple. Sharing these details opens the door to immediate, tangible monetary loss.
It's not theoretical.
Not at all. It creates an instant digital vulnerability. And unlike losing your physical wallet, these numbers, once fed to an AI, become traceable, processable data points.
Ready to be exploited.
Right, for fraudulent transactions.
Oh.
Or maybe stored and used later for more complex financial schemes, maybe aided by the AI's analytical abilities.
So the key takeaway.
AI tools are for information, interaction, generating stuff. They are absolutely not designed or secured for handling payments directly.
Yeah.
That's critical to understand.
So if you need to show an example, maybe for explaining something.
Use masked info,
Right.
like the classic XXXXXXX1234
Right.
for any actual transaction, or sharing real payment details. Always use the official app or the secure website, the ones built and certified for finance.
Makes perfect sense. Don't use a chatbot as your bank teller.
Please don't.
All right. Rule number 4, guarding your privacy. This one's maybe a bit more subtle. It's about things that feel very personal.
It is, and it's tempting sometimes to ask an AI about these things.
Because it seems knowledgeable, maybe less judgmental.
Exactly. We're talking about highly sensitive health information or specific legal details.
Things you absolutely do not want recorded or used without your explicit okay. Like researching a medical condition or figuring out legal options.
Understandable temptations. But here's the crucial insight. AI tools cannot and are not designed to replicate the confidentiality you get in, say, a doctor-patient relationship.
Or lawyer-client.
Precisely. Those relationships have legal and ethical frameworks protecting confidentiality. AI doesn't.
So the risk is?
If you share those sensitive details, they could easily be stored, used by the model in ways you never anticipated or agreed to.
Violating your privacy.
Directly. Once those private chats become part of the AI's dataset, they could influence future answers, maybe even surface in unexpected ways down the line. There's no privilege with an AI.
So what's the safe approach if you want to use AI for research in these areas?
Focus on the general. Keep it hypothetical.
Like asking, what are common symptoms of X?
Perfect. Or, if someone was in situation Y, what general legal ideas apply?
But no names, no specific diagnoses linked to you, no case details.
Absolutely avoid any personally identifiable information. Specific names, IDs, dates, locations, anything that ties it back to a real person or situation.
And for actual personalized advice.
Always consult a professional, not doctor, a lawyer. Use their secure, confidential services, the ones designed for this, and bound by privacy rules.
Right. Use the right tool for the job.
Exactly.
Okay, 5th and final cardinal rule. This one's for the business folks, the creators out there.
Yes, protecting your intellectual property, your competitive edge. This risk can be a bit stealthy.
What falls into this category?
Proprietary business secrets. Think new product designs, secret formulas, marketing strategies, or copyrighted unpublished work. An unreleased song, a book manuscript you're writing, unique code or algorithms.
Things that give you an edge or that are your creative output. And people might think, well, I didn't tell the AI to share it.
That's a dangerous assumption because the risk here is twofold, and it comes down to how AI learns.
Okay, explain that.
AI models learn patterns from massive amounts of data. When you feed it your unique business plan or novel idea,
Yeah.
it doesn't just store it like a file. It integrates the concepts, the patterns, into its underlying knowledge.
So it might not spit out your exact secret?
Probably not verbatim. But it could subtly inform its future responses. It might generate similar ideas for other users.
Effectively diluting your uniqueness, blending your secret into its general knowledge.
Precisely. It undermines your competitive edge, your intellectual rights. And the second risk, of course, is a more straightforward leak. Unintentional maybe, but still damaging.
Which raises that question you mentioned. What even is an unintentional leak when the AI is constantly learning and generating based on its inputs?
It's a really complex, evolving challenge with big legal and financial implications.
Wow. That idea of your innovation just blending into the algorithm, that's a sobering thought.
It really is.
So protecting your IP, what's the countermeasure?
Be cautious with specifics. Share anonymized summaries if you need to discuss concepts. Abstract the core idea, strip out identifying details.
Okay.
For really critical work, especially stuff under development. Seriously, consider working locally or totally offline. Use AI models that run on your own machine, if possible.
So the data never leaves your control.
Right. And only upload or share truly proprietary content with an AI if you have a rock-solid non-disclosure agreement, an NDA.
The legal route.
Or you're using a platform specifically guaranteed secure for this, one that clearly spells out how your IP is handled. Never just assume it's protected.
Okay, those are the 5 big don'ts. Really crucial stuff. Passwords, IDs, financial info, sensitive personal details, and proprietary work.
The core things to shield.
But like you said, it's not just about avoiding things. We need proactive steps, too, to be smarter, safer AI users.
Exactly. Let's talk bonus tips, ways to take more control.
Bonus tip number 1, read the policies.
Yes. Always check the AI tool's privacy policy and its data retention policy. What does it say it does with your data?
It's like the user agreement, right?
It is. It's your first line of defense. Understanding how long they keep data, what they use it for, is crucial. And these policies can change, especially in AI.
So check periodically.
It's a good habit, a small investment in your own digital safety. Don't assume, verify, know what you're clicking agree to.
Good advice. Bonus tip number 2, look for special modes.
Yes. When you can, use tools that offer no learning or do not retain modes, or local-only modes.
These are becoming more common.
Thankfully, yes.
Yeah.
They're powerful because they give you more control. They stop your input from being stored long-term or used for training.
Isolates the interaction.
Exactly. Actively look for these settings. Use them whenever they're available. It significantly lowers your risk profile. Take the reins of your own data privacy.
Excellent. And bonus tip 3, faking it.
Well, masking it.
Yeah.
If you absolutely must test something sensitive and you can't use a no-learning mode, replace the real values with fakes. Use dummy data.
Like placeholder names, fake account numbers.
Precisely. Generic scenarios that mimic the structure of your real data, but aren't actually sensitive. It's just common sense, really.
You can still see how the AI responds, test or process.
Without exposing anything real to the model's training data. It's about being cautious and creative to get the insights safely.
Okay, great practical tips. So let's do a quick recap of this deep dive.
Sounds good.
We hit the 5 absolute never shares for AI.
Yeah.
Passwords and digital keys, full government IDs, financial account and card numbers, highly sensitive health or legal stuff, and your proprietary business or creative work.
The big 5.
And then those vital bonus tips. Read the privacy policy, use no learning modes when you can, and mask sensitive data if you have to test something.
Giving you more control.
Because being truly well-informed about AI isn't just knowing what it can do, it's also understanding its limits, its risks, especially around your data.
Absolutely. Engaging responsibly with AI. It's not optional anymore. It's a critical skill for navigating, well, modern life.
Knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is safety.
Well said. And, as AI gets woven more and more into our daily lives, constantly learning, constantly evolving, those boundaries of digital privacy, they're being redrawn almost daily. Which leads to, I think, an important question for everyone listening.
Okay.
In a world where pretty much every interaction can become data that shapes future AI, what deliberate steps will you take? How will you proactively control your digital footprint and make sure your most sensitive information really stays yours? Truly private.
That is a powerful thought to end on, and definitely a challenge to take action. Thank you for joining us on this really essential deep dive today.
My pleasure.
Take these insights, really apply them to how you use AI every day. Stay safe, stay informed. We'll catch you on the next one.